to just hit the record button. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame right here, we can see we have a change of trend. I always pay attention to 4-hour time frame because it's one important trend for me. You see, we have series of highs, higher highs, then we have, this low. So we are still trading down, in my opinion. So I was even expecting price to give us a little buy today. I was looking at this high right here. If we're going to see some rejection from there, that was where I was looking at if price would get there. So I didn't post any markup on all these guys because it's Monday and we need to allow price lead. So this is showing a downtrend right here. That means we are likely to hit this trend line. Most likely to hit this trend line, and then we'll see price starts to buy into that zone from there. Looking at this is a corrective movement, even if we're having some series of highs, and it's a corrective movement right there. Going to 2-hour time frame, which I normally look at. So seeing price came down to, I was looking earlier on, I was looking at just like what I did on USCHF. And we had these lows right here. So I needed price to come and clear those lows. And then we'll be looking to buy after price clears those lows. So those lows are the ones I'm talking about. This blue zone right here, you can see these lows the price created. So we had a candle which did that, which was this candle. So I didn't really take that as my entry, same as USCHF, it does opposite of what EU is doing. So that candle was not really a reversal candle to me. It's just a candle. So I didn't want to take a trade in just a candle. You can see how price broke to the downside. So it has to be an engulfing pin bars, strong rejection candle at that zone after taking out those lows. But we didn't have that then. I knew we were likely to come down to test this low before we continue to the upside. So I'll be looking to see if price will come and hit this high. We had then I'll be looking to sell from there, to be honest, to this trend line where I'll be looking to buy. That's my bias for EU. So I'll be looking to see if we're going to get some rejection at that high. This high right here. We have something to bank on. We have a structure. We have a structure right there now. And then we have a trend line as well. You can see 1, 2 potential third touch starts to drop. Okay, so I'll be looking to take that trade from the high on EU. It's going to be here. Moving on to EURJPY. Okay, same thing, top down analysis, monthly time frame, look at structure. Where is price coming from? Price is actually we at a particular high. You can see we've seen a candle rejected at that spot right there. And you can see prices at that high. So just let's use that. Take that for what it is. Price at that high. So weekly time frame, what can we see? Yeah, we've seen price rejected from here. It's a nice scoop right here. You guys know. Before it starts to drop. Daily time frame, we had a pattern in it. Okay, that pattern is still holding. We have this pattern, don't forget, before we broke down impulsively on EJ. Daily, and remember I told you guys big correction. And if you go back to Telegram, you see where I did this markup, like, oh, this is going to play out like this, big one. Then and that one to take out that low, then before start to say, I did something like this on our Telegram. So if you check previous whatever what it is, man, the analysis I did on EJ, you see something like that. I don't know why. Pause, man. Jeez. Hold on. Okay, let's go back to JPY. Okay, so now we have that kind of correction that you can see right here. It's happening already. I'm not waste my time with that. Let me leave that for now. So we have this structure now. Then we have this as well. So what's going to happen next? We're going to hit the low for the third time, and then maybe get third touch at the top. Then just like same setup with EU, then I'll be looking to sell from the third touch right here. Looking for sell signal right there. So I'm seeing this kind of setup play out a lot in the market. Patience is a key in forex. So you just have to wait on it. Okay, so GBP USD. So guys, if you have any pair you want me to mark up, please let me know on the, if you have a pair you want me to mark up, let me know on the chat box. So once I'm done with the top 5 pairs, I'll be marking up your pairs, because I'll still mark up tonight to send, I mark up every night when the market is closed. That's when I do my forecasting. So I'm still going to do that tonight. So let me mark up your own pairs when I'm done with the top 5. Yes. So we have that high from this guy, pretty much far away. And what I can see this with this kind of movement, what I can say is that some big drop is coming. You can see this is a weekly time frame. You can see how weekly time frame candles are getting smaller to the upside. What is that saying? That's a corrective movement, guys. What I've been teaching you guys. So it's a corrective movement because we've seen small candles getting smaller. You know what it is. We are expecting some crazy drop. So it's going to come soon. It's just a matter of time. Pay attention to structure and the pattern. So we have that structure for now that we want to bank on to see if, oh, might get that corrective movement to the top, and then boom, there we go. But this is setting up for now. Okay, that's just a corrective movement for now. So you can see all of these prices just getting ready for some big drop coming for our time frame. No much impulse here. You can see on USD, GDP USD, we've just been on the sideways market, as you can see. Okay, so if you, I've not really been looking to take a trade on GU because of that, and I just wait for it. So having that structure already, this is the 2-hour time frame. I'll be waiting for a. I was looking at this structure, and then we created a new one right here. So I'll make use of this, and then we have a high right here. So let's see how price is going to react. Are we going to break this structure? Then I'll be looking to sell. Are we going to break the high, and then we get a retest? Then we will be heading to the top. So nothing for now. Yeah, just stay neutral, waiting for market to do its own thing, and then get back to that. Here's the JPY. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this. I took this trade last week. So here's JPY also. This is a corrective movement on a higher time frame. We're setting up for some crazy big movement to the upside. Okay. Get your shoelace tight. Some big move is coming for USD JPY. So we got low here as well. Weekly time frame. Corrective movement, obviously, as you can see, candles getting smaller to downside. So some big move is coming for the upside soon. Daily time frame. We had this, took out that low according to what I was expecting. Now we are having a bigger flag. That's a daily time frame flag. As you can see, we have this. So we buy from the low, and price. This is what price have been doing since then. 2 hour time frame, moving slow, you know, and it's getting kind of messy in it. So personally, what I love to do, let's see if we're going to come to this low again, create a double bottom, and I'll be looking to buy. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this for what it is. This as well. And then let's see how this will play out. So I'm looking more to take this trade like this. And here's JPY, come low, and then let's buy. Okay, let's see that low again, and then let's buy. Here's this CHF lastly, top 5 years. What he is doing, this one is doing the opposite. Obviously, we're on the downtrend, and that's the last structure point we can see right there. And also, that's just the week, it's usually a zone. And if you want a good candle, you can see we have this. So it's supposed to be like this, how price is going to react inside here to go long. Then let's go to daily time frame. Price is in a downtrend. Price is moving slow somehow. We are in that box. That's when that high refused to break. You see how many times price came right there, just keep bouncing off that zone. So that's a very strong zone. If we get to break that zone, it's going to be a big one. So earlier on, I was looking at this breaking out of these, and then price taking out previous high right here, but there was no entry on the 2 hour time frame because the candle didn't really meet up with entry confirmation. This is no engulfing or inbound, just the candle right there, after we took out this high, I was looking at this. So that was not really a strong one. We need strong rejection, something we can identify before we execute a trade like that. Okay, so this particular pair, so let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to leave this one like this. Nothing really. This is just market doing sideways movement for now. So if we get back to this higher, take out this higher, maybe fake out, then I'll be looking to take the short position. Anything other than that, if I'm looking to buy, then let's get impulse flag continuation in 20 MA. To enter. So this one is just going to be like this. So let me look at the chart box and see the currency pairs you guys requested for. So CAD JPY and then gold. CAD JPY. So one thing about trading is that you won't be right all the time. Definitely, there'll be times when you're gonna be wrong, and when you're wrong, it's fine. Especially when you're wrong when you didn't execute the trade. That's why if you are waiting for markets to give you a setup, you've done your forecasting and you want to take a set trade from the high. If price starts to drop, continue to drop, then your setup is now invalid because price have validated that setup. It's now invalid. You have to look for another thing in the market, maybe a break and retest, or if it's in your trading plan, or you wait for another setup that you love to take. Okay, so it doesn't mean you lost the trade. No, you didn't. Price just didn't make it to your entry. Okay, same goes as if you're looking to sell right here, and then you see price start to come impulsively boom to that zone, your setup, and then continue to go up without giving you any rejection sign. Your setup is also invalidated. The trade is not wrong. Price just didn't give you an entry. You look for another trade. Life is easy. You don't force it. And you don't have to be on the trade all the time. You just have to forecast and wait. So I hope that makes sense. So CAD JPY right here. We get rid of this, so start again. Weekly, we've seen price moving to the upside. Yeah. So don't draw on the screen. Somebody's trying to draw on the screen. Please delete it if you are the one. Don't draw on the screen. Yeah? Okay. Draw on the screen. Thank you. So, okay, what's wrong with this? Get off. Okay. So this one right here, we have this high, and price have just been trying to break out of that zone since we had the trend line there as well. Going to daily time frame. You remember, once you want to mark up, first thing you want to do, identify your highs and lows, structure. Remember where is price at, where is price going to, what structures can we see, and all of those things. So this one, yeah, I knew this one is going to go for it. Sell from that top. I wanted to buy it to the top last week, but price didn't make it to my entry. And then you see we had that pin bar and then we've been rejecting from there. But we haven't broken out of the trend line yet. We haven't really broken out of the trend line. So to me, I'm looking to sell CAD JPY. How am I going to sell CAD JPY? Is when we get a break of the previous structure, which is this low right here, and also the break of the trend line. Then I'll be interested in taking any correction to the downside. That's how I'll be looking to sell this guy. But anything other than that, like we getting continuation back here, so it's just a messy market. We're moving sideways inside of there. Okay, I'll just stay out and wait. For now, since I didn't get that entry from the double top right there, I didn't get that entry. It created a flag as well on lower time frame. So I'm just gonna wait for this before I execute anything. I wouldn't want to buy in a market environment like this. It's so rough for me. So if we get that breakout, then that'll be fine. I'll add this one here. And then I see gold. Gold. This is what I have on gold. Higher time frame weekly only to cancel. We have this bullish flag on, higher time frame, daily. What can you see? Price broke out of the flag right here. Price broke out and then came back inside. Now pay attention. What did price do? How did price get back inside? Impulsively. Boom, strong movement to downside after this corrective move to the upside. And then you see we had a before high right there, double top, where price, let's get rid of this so you can see, where price came to test again. So I'm seeing price here. We broke out of this structure. We have a double top right here. This is a low. Oops. So what can we do? Obviously, we're looking like we're going to hit that low. 4 hour time frame. Big correction. I'm not going to use the week because that's just too long. Fake out. Yeah, so I took it from this to the open area. So in this big flag, big bearish flag on good. If you have questions, please hit on the chat. So I will look into sell from there. If we get a signal for a sell, yes, looking to sell from below, taking it down to this here. And good. But when we get a breakout impulsively, then we are waiting for the correction, and then we are going to take out those two equal highs. Price is going to clear those highs. So That is how you trade. You forecast both ways, have it in your head. So when it's happening, you know, oh man, this is what I was expecting. Okay, GDP USD, I already done GDP USD. NZD USD, NZD USD, Euro, okay, NZD USD. Um, I just have to leave my NZD USD for now inside of that structure. Because to me, nothing really happening yet. This guy is just getting ready to drop. What I can see. Guy is just getting ready to. Well, that's a higher idea. So we have this 1-2 touch right there. Shows we are still trending up. Are we going to hit this high again with the way prices? So I can't really tell if this is a flag because this didn't really break out of any structure. So that is why I had to do something like this. I got rid of this and then I was waiting for a breakout of this 4 hour consolidation phase. So a breakout and a retest will be bad for me. If we are going long, I know where we are going to. As if we break out retest, we're going long to that zone. We break to the downside and then we retest, we are going long, definitely lower than that loop. So you just have to chill on it because we are just inside of there. So nothing is clear. If you say you are buying, you have to stay neutral. Like wait for the market to show you the direction it's how to go. Wait for an impulse. Okay, we have AUDJPY. Please, if this class is recorded, I would love to watch it on YouTube. If you are not in NF9 and you are on this call, everybody know I dropped the recording group. So AUDJPY. I hope you guys are learning. If you have any question concerning what I've been doing, please don't hesitate to ask. It's a very simple thing. Know what you want from this market. Wait for it when it's happening. Execute your trade. That's all. It's as simple as that. There's no point in stressing anything. Nothing. It's very easy. Know your strategy. Have a trading plan, and then you're good to go. Okay. So AUDJPY. This is not really a PR. I don't think I've traded AUDJPY before. Because I'd rather trade AU since they are doing more like the same thing most of the time. Same thing, markets moving collectively to the upside, creating this pattern. Since that structure is not really that strong, so I'll get rid of it. Not going to rely on that structure. So let's see how it's going to be when we break out of our trend line. Then you know what's up. You know it's about time. Like you know it's about time to take a 90% retreat. I like this one. I'm going to keep an eye on it. The breakouts, Baba, first flag is your friend. Before price starts to do this thing, that look. This one is nice. I'll keep my eyes on it. And let's see what we have again. On the chart, Euro AUD. Okay. Don't trade Euro AUD as well. Weekly time frame. Big mother set. You see how price sold out of that zone after that impulse, that time frame flag. Then downtrend. like this guy gonna correct, then continue to drop. This guy's gonna be on a downtrend for a while. Daily time frame looks like we are having that correction. We have lows, not clear yet. Let's see on 4 hour. We're having something like this. But I can't bank on this because this can also be an impulse, correction, and then continuation. So this is not, this has not none of my thing, to be honest. I don't see anything. Yeah, just a double bottom that will go to the upside impulsively, because if I'm staying in this correction, then these candles are impulsive candles. They are strong. And then those strong candles, they are actually correcting right now. So it might be a continuation to the upside. So you never can tell. It's not really my PF. But if I'm looking at this, I'll stay with the trend, higher time frame trend, or trend, 4 hour trend, which is a downtrend. So I'll be looking to sell instead of to buy. So we have GBSDs at the top. I've done that already. I can't hear very well. I guess it's on your side first. So that's all for tonight, and the rest is the ones I'm going to mark up later tonight and send to the group chat. So is there any other question? And don't forget, guys, don't complicate this business in any way. Don't try to make trading very hard for you. It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. Like, look for your setups, have your trading plan, look for your thing, keep repeating them over and over again, and then you get it. So but you don't always reply to messages. Yeah, I do reply to messages, but not really very fast, cause not really very fast. That's why if I didn't reply a message, please message me again. Okay? Since last week, wow, that's long. Message me again. I normally have a lot of messages, so most times I reply messages at the top. Most times, when I'm less busy, I have to be going downstairs, down to look for messages. But most times at the top, so I'll advise you to, on WhatsApp. Message me on WhatsApp now, bro. Message me on WhatsApp now. I'm going to reply. I'm sorry about that. When are we going to have a live seminar again, face to face? Because yeah, we're going to have. The last one was in Yaba, and that was the last year. Definitely, we're going to have one in Lekki. Not even one. We're going to have a lot in Lekki this year. I have like plans on that as well. Yeah. Definitely, we're going to have in Lekki, and I'm planning on making it big. Okay, so that we all, no messages, no challenges, anything personal you guys want to know about trading. Anyway, TTS have one in Saki. I don't even know what you mean right there. We were they far from lag. And the last one we did, to be honest, some people came from Guinea. Like, some people came from very far, like Ibadan. You know, distance doesn't really matter when you know what you're pursuing. Price reversal. So price reversal basically are reversal points, just like how it is, how it sounds. These are like areas where we get to see price rejects from. just like we have a high right here. This is a high right here. We've seen a rejection before. And when price is coming back to the high again, it's going to create what we call a double top, which is one rejection, second rejection. We call it double top formation. It's a reversal pattern. And then you'll be looking to say, sometimes we have ascending channel. If you check patterns that we trade, you get to see the two types of patterns I explained in detail. So sometimes we have ascending channel idea, and then we get to see the breakout, take a risk entry at the top to the downside. Okay, so like these are like points where price gets reversed and we enter this trade using the reversal candlestick formation, such as pin bar, engulfing, swing size, all of that. Yes. Okay. Any other question? We have a couple of minutes more. It's funny how people message me and say they don't see link for the meeting. Like which link? The link is on the group. Like you are supposed to even save the code on your phone, so you just join anytime. So I don't know. Is it every time I have to post the link for people that have been in NFI for a while now? I'm yet to receive the beginner video in my email. Please message me on WhatsApp. Message me on WhatsApp. Yeah, I've not really been active on the chat, or Telegram chat, like the chat. I've not really followed up chats. I saw the guys have like over 200 messages yet this evening while I just checked. And so it's just a lot of messages, man. And this week gonna be great, definitely. And I wish you guys all the best. Have a good night. Message me if you have more questions.